Hi, this is Sweet June coming back at you with another video. If you're new to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Today is Friday, November 5th, 2021. I want to talk about um, I want to talk about single mothers having a couple different things. I want to talk about single mothers having more babies and having babies for views. So it's a couple different things that I want to cover. I don't know. I just noticed that some YouTubers on here, not mentioning any names, but some YouTubers on here, they already have children, and then they're already overwhelmed with the children that they already have, and then they make a decision to have another one, being situation being not financially stable, no marriage mate, and they're already struggling with the children that they already have, and then they make a decision to have another child. So that's what I want to talk about, and it just kind of makes me wonder if they're not having these babies for content on here. And I don't know. It just seems like, I'm not mentioning any names, but it just seems like um I don't know. I don't know for sure if that's what they're doing, but it just seems like they're having the babies to gain more viewers and more subscribers. Because when you really think about it, if you are a YouTuber, and YouTube is your main source of income, YouTube is not my income. Um, I'm not really making any money off of YouTube right now. So YouTube is not a source of income for me at this particular time. Maybe one day in the future it will be, but right now it's more like a hobby to me now. It's a hobby if you ain't getting paid. It ain't nothing but a hobby if you're not making no money. So, but in the future, yes, hopefully it will be a source of income. A main source of income, I don't know. But maybe it will be a source. Maybe not a main source, but a source. That's the goal, is to make some type of money. But however, for some YouTubers on this platform, YouTube is a main source of income. YouTube is in fact a main source of income for them. And it pays a good portion of their bills. And they rely on revenue from YouTube every month to cover their living expenses. I mean, a lot of people got it like that on here. I don't, but a lot of people got it like that on here. Being that the single mothers that are on the YouTube platform rely on monthly YouTube revenue. Because somebody had mentioned, I was watching somebody's channel and they mentioned uh, when YouTubers get paid. I said, well, I wouldn't know anything about that because I don't get a regular check from YouTube. But the mothers on here that pretty much rely on YouTube every month as a main source of income may feel compelled to create content, more interesting content, to gain in more viewers and more subscribers. They may feel motivated to do certain things and create certain scenarios. Because I know a lot of clickbait happens on here. I know that. A lot of clickbaits happen on here. And they may be compelled to create certain scenarios, storylines, maybe do, because I actually thought about moving for views. I mean, I'm not saying I'm not saying I don't think about it, but I don't do dishonest stuff, because I can't do dishonest things to get viewers and subscribers. But I actually did think about moving for views. I don't know how I'm gonna do that, but I have thought about it. So I mean, as a YouTuber, you do think about ways that you can enhance your, get more viewers, more subscribers. Some people don't go about the right way. They lie and do all kinds of stuff. But some people actually alter their living situation to put themselves in a better position to get more viewers and subscribers. And I just kind of have to wonder if the mothers on here are not getting pregnant. Say, okay, well, if I have a baby, that will be good content. I'll get more viewers and more subscribers, and thus making more money here on YouTube. Now, can't say for sure. I can't say 100% for sure if that's what they're doing, but I suspect that's what's going on. And what the problem with that is, the issue with, and I get it, if YouTube is the main source of income, I get it if you want to gain, because after a while, if it's a main source of income, people look at it as a business. And I get it that you want to get more subscribers and more viewers, or you want to get as many viewers as you can to generate that income and keep that income coming in, and as well as generate more income. But my question is, how far are you willing to go? How far are you willing to go to get these viewers and subscribers? Are you willing to alter because having a baby is a life-changing event. When you have a baby, it's a life-changing event. I got 2 sons, and when I had my oldest son, my whole life changed. My life was not the same as I knew it. It altered my whole life. Same as when I had my second son 10 years later. It changed my whole life. Because this is a whole human being. This is like a whole human being that you're bringing into this world. It's a big thing. They say marriage is a big commitment, but I think having a child is a bigger commitment than marriage. Having pretty much literally giving birth to a child is a much bigger commitment than getting married. Because if you get married, spouse don't act right now. Scripturally, we can debate that scripturally. The only scriptural grounds for divorce is adultery. But some people say, hey, well, I'm getting on my nerves or whatever. Bye. And so having a baby is not like that. When you have a baby, you can't divorce your child. That will always be your child. From time you give birth to the day you die, that will always be your child. You can say, oh, well, I'm gonna disown you, but that's still gonna be your child. So having a child is a huge commitment. Having a baby is a huge commitment. This is a whole human being you're bringing here. And when you bring this human being in, then you're responsible for this person for at least 18 years. So I would like to think that that's not something that they want to do to gain views and subscribers. It's not showing a course of wisdom to bring a life into the world just to gain viewers and subscribers. But that's what I suspect that some of them are trying to do, because this is what my thought is. My thought is, well, first of all, the first issue with that is some of them on here are under a lot of scrutiny. Everybody knows if you're a YouTuber, you have to be open to, I don't know if that's the way I should word it. I don't know if I should word it that way, but you have to be cognizant and realize that you're going to be under a certain amount of scrutiny, anybody, everybody that's on YouTube, you gonna get some haters. Even me, as positive as I try to be, every now and then I get a hater here and there. It is what it is. It's just a part of being on here, and you gotta have a thick skin in a sense. You have to have a thick skin to be on here, and so, but the family channels, depending on who they are sometimes under more scrutiny, because people may not agree with how they parent their kids. They may not agree with what they're doing with their kids or whatever. And if it's a situation to where it's a single mom YouTuber, they get pregnant with another baby, they like, see, well, why you getting to have another one and this and that and that and other. So I would like to think you wouldn't want to subject yourself to any further scrutiny than what you're already under. You know what I mean? And so that's the issue right there with doing something like that. You're subjecting yourself to more scrutiny and more criticism. And then my thought is this. I just don't understand, and that's another thing that I wanted to talk about in addition to that. What is the mentality of you already struggling with the children that you have? You already, let's say you got two. Now we ain't gonna say one, because sometimes when you got one, you may not connect the dots, like you should, and you might mess up and have another one. So I'm gonna go two and more. If you have two or more kids, let's say you got two or more kids, and you're already struggling with the children that you already have. You're a single mother. You're not financially stable. You haven't secured a marriage mate, and you're already struggling with the children you have. Struggling meaning financially, emotionally, physically, and so on and so forth. You're already struggling with the children that you have. What is the mentality of, what I don't understand is, what is the mentality of the mindset of a mother, a single mother that already has 2, 3, 4, 5 kids and so on and so forth, and you already struggling with the ones that you already have? What would make you want to just, I guess I'll have another one. I guess I'll have another baby. I mean, what is the thought process? What is the mental process of, I'm already struggling with the children I already have. I guess I'll have another one. If you're already struggling with the ones that you have, because when I guess I don't understand that, is because when I got pregnant with my second son, my youngest, when I got pregnant with my youngest son, I was not married. I was struggling financially. And didn't have a marriage mate, and I knew that this guy wasn't going to be my marriage mate, and there was no prospects of me getting another marriage mate. So with that being said, I was like, well, June, interesting thing keeps happening. I didn't say that at the time, but that's how I'm wording it now. Interesting thing that keeps happening when you get pregnant is you don't get married. You don't get married. You wind up raising the baby. So I thought, well, okay, with that being said, being that this is the second time that I'm having a baby and I'm being left with the responsibility of taking care of the child, I think it would be safe to say that I don't need to keep putting myself in this situation. I need to do whatever I can to make sure that this doesn't happen again. You know what I mean? And so I made the decision, while I was pregnant, that, okay, well, after I have this baby, we not finna go through this again. I'm going to go and get my tubes tied. And then people in my family and people were saying, well, what if you get married? Which is a fair question. That's a fair question. And my thought was this: I don't want 3 baby daddies. Okay, I messed up. I messed up because the reason why there's 10 years between my kids is because I wanted to get married the second time around. I wanted to get married the second time around. And then I said, I can have a couple kids from my husband. Well, we all know that, you know, life sometimes throws us a curveball. And I got involved with someone that wasn't going to be my marriage mate. And I got pregnant. So I said, well, that didn't work out the way I planned, because that's how life is sometimes. Life is just like that. Life is not black and white. It's full of gray areas. So I said, well, okay, well, that didn't go the way I planned it. So I was, of course, very devastated and upset, obviously. This guy's not going to be my husband because he ditched, you know. So, well, I didn't want to marry him no way, to be honest. But, so I said, with that being said, I messed up. I messed up. Got myself pregnant by a man that is not going to be my husband. So, that makes 2 baby daddies. I don't want baby daddy number 3. So even if I did get married, I still didn't want 3 baby daddies. That was my thought. I said, so I'm going ahead and I made the decision that, okay, after I have this child, I'm going to go ahead and get my tubes tied. I just don't want to keep putting myself in this situation. You know, that was my thought process. I'm already struggling. I'm already going to be struggling. I was struggling with one. I'm going to be struggling with this one. So I just don't want to take any chances. At this point, I don't want to take any more chances. You know, we're going to just one and done, you know, just, you know, lock it up, clank, clank, clank it. So, that was my thought process. So that's why I have a hard time understanding the mindset of these young ladies that have 2, 3, or 4 or 5 kids, and that you don't have that same clicking. You don't have that same clicking in your mind that, okay, well, I'm already struggling with the ones that I have. Let me quit, you know, let me go ahead and stop here, and just go ahead and take, because, you know, as women, as I said in my other video, I mean, we got to take responsibility for our bodies, because the man got to take responsibility too. But when you get pregnant, when the woman gets pregnant, 9 times out of 10, she is going to be the one left with the responsibility of raising that child. She's gonna get the blunt of the responsibility. So with all the birth control methods out there, it really, and of course I always say abstinence is the best birth control. But with all the birth control methods out there, there's really no excuse to get pregnant. You know, to have an unplanned pregnancy. There's really no excuse for it with all the birth control methods out there. So, I mean, I just don't understand. Let me know and hit me up in the comments section. If you guys, what are your guys' thoughts on that? What are your thoughts on that? What is the mindset? You already struggling with the kids you got. I don't understand that mindset, because after 2, my thought process was like, okay, well, let me just lock it up, because we ain't going to keep putting ourselves in this situation. We ain't going to keep doing that. We ain't going to have all these baby daddies, and we ain't going to have all these kids. We ain't finna do it. That was my thought process. You know what I mean? So that's why I guess I don't understand. And I know I don't expect everybody to think like me. I know everybody ain't going to think like me, but that's what I don't understand, though. It just, to me, it just doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense to me. Because I thought like that, I don't understand the psychology behind someone that has 2, 3, or 4 or 5 kids or whatever, and you're already struggling with the ones that you have. Why would you want to just say, I want another baby, I'm going to have another baby? Or why would you even put yourself in a situation, and I don't want to come from a place of judgments, because sometimes things happen, but why not? I don't know. I don't know. I don't understand it. I don't get it. You know, I don't get it. I don't want to be judgmental here, but I don't know. It just seems like it's a lot of birth control methods out there, and it seems like there's a lot of things that women can try to prevent from getting pregnant, prevent an unplanned pregnancy. I don't know. Just hit me up in the comment section. I'm not trying to be judgmental here, but just hit me up in the comment section. Let me know what your thoughts are on that, and on your thoughts on YouTubers, single mother YouTubers on here. Do you think that they're having babies for views? Do you think that's what they're doing? So I don't know for sure. I'm not saying that's for sure that's what they're doing, but that's what I suspect. Okay, well either way, let me know what your thoughts are on either one of those things. Okay, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit the thumbs up if you like the video. And hit the notification bell so every time I do a video, you will be notified. And until the next video, peace and love. This is Sweet June.